Hello, everyone in the multiverse and beyond. This is your friend forever, Evan Lefavor, with an important video. Today, we are going to be discussing the truth about circumcision and how circumcision is really genital mutilation and how circumcision is really evil. Okay? In case you didn't know, circumcising a baby boy's penis is genital mutilation. Okay? It's not normal. It's genital mutilation. Alright? And what do I mean by that? Well, you have to understand that the baby's foreskin makes up between 60 and 80% of the skin on the boy's penis. Okay? And so, if you remove that, you're essentially cutting off 80 to 60% of the boy's penis. Okay, and to put that into perspective, the foreskin has upwards of 20,000 nerve endings. Okay? And to put that into perspective, the head of the penis itself only has 4,000 nerve endings. So the foreskin has 20,000 nerve endings. The head of the penis only has 4,000 nerve endings. And the female clitoris, that has 8,000 nerve endings. So the foreskin is even more sensitive and stimulated than the clitoris. Okay? So when you chop off someone's foreskin and remove their foreskin, you are taking away all of this sensation and feeling and pleasure that they'll never have. You're taking it away from them. Okay, you're robbing them of having pleasure in the future, of having sensation, of what it actually feels to have a real penis. You're taking 20,000 nerve endings away from them. Okay, those nerve endings, they feel, you feel. Okay? And to take that feeling away from someone is evil, it's horrible, it's despicable. Okay? It is the worst possible thing you can do to a baby boy, is circumcise them. Alright? It is pure evil. It is genital mutilation, okay? And there are other countries where they mutilate the genitals of girls, baby girls. They cut off their clitoris so that they won't have sexual satisfaction. It's no different than how circumcision was started, okay? They started doing it to take away sexual satisfaction from men so that they wouldn't masturbate and they wouldn't want to have sex. Okay? That's how it started. In America, at least. Okay? And it's a horrible practice, alright? There are all these lies about circumcision saying that, oh, it's clean and it helps fight against infections and it's great, it's medically necessary and all this baloney, and alright, and it's all lies. Okay? Do you know that they sell your baby's foreskin to cosmetic companies for thousands of dollars? Alright, to make skin creams out of the DNA found in your baby's foreskin? Because they're actually doing that. Alright? That's one of the things they do with your baby's foreskin. Alright? So, it's terrible. It's horrible. It's genital mutilation. Alright? When you cut off a baby boy's foreskin, that's 60 to 80% of the skin on his penis. You're taking away from him so he can't feel it, have that sensation. Okay? You are putting them at risk. Alright? They're wearing a diaper. Alright? Where they pee and they poop into, and now you're going to have an open wound? How does that help fight infection? having an open wound, having their penis sliced open, having over half of their penis removed. How is that going to help fight infection? All right? As a matter of fact, the foreskin protects against infection because it protects the head of the penis when it's in its flaccid state. When a boy is born, his foreskin is fused to the head of his penis, so you can't retract the foreskin right away. All right? You can't retract a baby boy's foreskin because it's fused, like how your fingernail is fused to your finger. Okay? That's how a baby boy's foreskin is fused to the head of his penis. The same way. So when they go in there to circumcise the baby, and it traumatizes the baby boy no matter what. Okay? They dig into his foreskin and unfuse his penis, the head of his penis, with the foreskin. They break away the stuff that's keeping it together. So that would be like someone scraping off your fingernail, going underneath your fingernail and scraping it off. Okay, think about what that would feel like. All right. So anyway, the foreskin's there to protect the head of the penis from infections. Okay, and when the boy gets older, he'll be able to retract his foreskin, and he'll be able to clean underneath his foreskin and keep his penis clean and healthy for his entire life. All right? As long as he takes baths and has good hygiene and takes care of himself like every other person, there isn't going to be any problems with being uncircumcised, okay? Because it's natural, all right? It's there for a reason. All right? And it's insane that people mutilate the genitals of their baby boys and take that away from people. Take all that feeling and that pleasure and that sensation away from that poor, innocent baby boy that's going to turn into a man that isn't going to know what it feels like to even have a real penis because they've lost 20,000 nerve endings. Okay? It's pure, unadulterated evil. Circumcision is evil, and it is genital mutilation. So do not circumcise your children. If you are going to have a boy, please, I beg of you, do not circumcise them, and they will thank you later on in life. All right? Because it's his body, and it should be his choice and his right to have his penis intact without anybody going near his penis with a scalpel or a blade or a knife or any instruments to cut away 60 to 80% of the skin off of his penis. All right? Circumcision is genital mutilation. 20,000 nerve endings that are taken away to leave a piddly 4,000 nerve endings on the head of the penis. All right? It's horrible what you do to your child. I am very lucky. My parents didn't have my genitals mutilated. I am uncircumcised. I have a natural penis, and I've never had any problems with it, okay? I am happy. I would be lost without my foreskin. I don't know what life would be like without having all of my feeling in my foreskin. It's like, whoa. And there's the head of the penis has something called the frenulum, where the foreskin is attached to the penis, and it's like a clitoris almost on a male. All right? There's a lot of sensation and nerve endings, and this is removed during circumcision. They take away your frenulum, and they remove it. They cut it off. So you'll never know what it feels like to have one. All right, but I know what it feels like to have one, thankfully. Thank you, Mom and Dad. Thanks for not being evil. Thanks for not mutilating my genitals. Okay? I want to thank you. All right? Because I would be lost without my foreskin. I don't know what I'd do. But so don't do that to your child, and they'll thank you later on in life. All right? Because when you cut off your kid's foreskin, it can lead to developmental problems in the future. All right, it won't let the penis grow normally, so it won't get as big as it's supposed to be. It won't grow to be as big as it could have if it had its foreskin. Because think of all those nerve endings and those blood vessels and everything. You're cutting that off, so you're cutting off the penis's blood supply, so it can't, and you're cutting off its skin, so you're stunting its growth. All right, and it leads to erectile dysfunction in a lot of males as well, who have been circumcised and had their genitals mutilated, and now they can't get erections in the future. And then there's cases where baby boys are having their penises cut off on accident in these botched circumcisions. Okay, there's all kinds of reports of this happening. All right, and then there's even rabbis who will circumcise a baby, and then as soon as they're done, they will suck the baby's penis with their mouth. They will give the baby a blowjob. They will suck the baby boy's penis right out and suck the blood out of it. There are rabbis that are doing this, and they've been giving baby boys herpes. All right? These rabbis have been performing this ritual and giving baby boys herpes. All right? This is evil, ritualized, sick genital mutilation, and it needs to stop. All right? And it starts with the parents not mutilating their son's genitals. Don't do it. If you wouldn't cut off your baby girl's clitoris, then don't cut off your baby boy's foreskin. It's as simple as that. The foreskin is more sensitive than the clitoris, all right? If you wouldn't remove the clitoris, don't remove the foreskin, all right? It's a baby boy's right to have his entire penis intact. And you don't have a right to take, I mean, I guess you do have a right to circumcise your child, but it's horrible that it's legal to mutilate the genitals. As long as they're a boy, you can mutilate their genitals. That's baloney. If it's illegal to mutilate the genitals of a girl, it should be illegal to mutilate the genitals of a boy, unless it's medically necessary. And there's no instance where it's medically necessary, okay? There are these urologists and doctors who know they're circumcised themselves. So they have no idea what it's like to have a real uncircumcised penis. So they are pro-circumcision. So if you get an infection or anything happens, a urinary tract infection, anything, they'll blame it on, oh, you need to get circumcised or something like that. Because they want to chop you up. They want you to be as chopped up as they are. And it's messed up. I would never do it. I would never get circumcised. Ish. That would be horrible to not have a foreskin. Are you kidding me? To lose out on all that sensation and pleasure? To not have that? Like, why would parents do that to their child? I don't understand it. But it's evil, so don't do it, okay? It started as a tradition long ago, and that tradition needs to stop. Because you're mutilating the genitals of innocent baby boys. You're forcing your beliefs on them, and it's not right. All right? You're scarring them for life. It's not right. They have no need to be cut up and have part of their body removed. That's bullshit. Excuse my language, but it gets me upset. All right? So, please take into consideration all I've told you today, and do not have your child circumcised, because circumcision is evil. Circumcision is genital mutilation. 20,000 nerve endings in the foreskin that get removed to never be felt again when you circumcise your child. And it's horrible. It's despicable and evil. All right? So don't get involved with it, and protect your young baby boys and don't have them circumcised. All right? So I hope this has been an enlightening video. Make sure to like and subscribe if you're new, and check out some of my other videos. And I will see you next video. This is your friend forever, Evan Lefavor, signing out. Until next time, bye-bye.